Hi everyone, Devika Shivadekar here, Economist at RSM Australia. Well, we weren't quite sure if we'd even make it to a federal budget before the election, but here we are, even without an election date. This year's federal budget has thrown out a few surprises, very generous ones too. Let's get into the details. The federal budget introduces tax cuts, subsidies, and spending measures to ease cost of living pressures for households and operational costs for businesses. While providing short-term relief, concerns arise about the sustainability of these measures. Australia's underlying cash deficit is projected to reach 42.1 billion Aussie dollars by the end of 2025-26, with a shortfall of 27.6 billion Aussie dollars this fiscal year. The deficit is expected to widen and a surplus won't return until 10 years later. Net debt is set to rise from 19.9% of GDP to 23.1% by 2028-29. With subdued commodity prices ahead, Treasury's outlook is cautious. Economic forecasts paint a mixed picture. Household consumption should pick up with tax rates, but business investment remains subdued. GDP growth is expected at 1.5% this fiscal year, rising to 2.25% in 2025-26. Inflation is forecast at 3% for 25-26, slightly higher than before, but Treasury expects inflation to return to target 6 months earlier than previously expected. Unemployment is expected to peak at 4.25%, and the wage price index will rise modestly by 3.25%. Net migration is forecast to decrease from 335,000 in 24-25 to 225,000 by 26-27. Key budget measures for households include tax cuts, electricity rebates, bulk billing incentives, and support for first home buyers and students. However, concerns persist that these could fuel demand-driven inflationary pressures without addressing underlying issues like high energy prices and productivity in sectors, particularly construction sector. For businesses, energy rebates and green investments are helpful, but long-term benefits lie in building energy efficiency and workforce development. Business owners should focus on productivity enhancement and energy efficiency rather than relying solely on the subsidies that have been outlined in the budget today. The Reserve Bank of Australia will be looking very closely at what comes off of this spendathon. While inflation is easing, high spending and subsidies may complicate future interest rate cuts. The budget, no doubt, provides immediate relief. However, it doesn't fully address long-term economic challenges. That's all from me now. Make sure you tune into our budget webinar tomorrow morning, where I will be joined with RSM experts as we do a deep dive into Australia's federal budget. Thanks so much and good night.